starting lineups. First for the visitors, McDowell Trojans. Starting guard, 6'1", junior, 0, Mason Beck. Starting guard, 6'1", junior, 11, Jonah Bach. Starting forward, 6'4", junior, 14, Jackson Howard. Starting guard, 6'2", junior, 21, Max Harris. Starting forward, 6'7", junior, 23, William Jeffress. The Trojans are coached by McDowell. Your starters tonight for the Cathedral Prep Reapers. Starting guard, 6'1", junior, 11, Will Ennis. Starting guard, 6'4", junior, 25, Michael Starting forward, 6'4", junior, 35, Olivia.
All right, welcome to downtown here. We're in Joanne Mullen Gymnasium, the Cathedral Prep Villa Marie Event Center for Cathedral Prep and McDowell. The twice-yearly showdown opens this year on the road for the Trojans. Cathedral Prep coming in at 7-2 overall. Losses to only Punahou out of Hawaii and Roosevelt out of California. This team averages 61 points per game on offense. They give up 53.1. Pickens, Santillan, Innes, Lucarati, and Gala, the 5 on the floor for the Cathedral Prep Ramblers. Jeffress, Harris, Bach, Beck, and Howard, the 5 to start for the Trojans. And it's William Jeffress winning the tip. It'll be Mason Beck who brings it up court. Met defensively by Alfonso Pickens, the senior. This is a quick pass down low to Bach. Top of the key to Paris. Now swing right side, Howard. Thought about it. Now this is Mason Beck. A shot from 3 off the back of the iron and no good. And a rebound goes to Prep. And a foul against Max Paris. It'll certainly be a battle of the student sections. Of course, you can see clearly on your screen on the left the Cathedral Prep faithful, and on the right the McDowell mob in all white. This is Pickens to bring it up the floor across court with Quentin Santillan. He's the top 3-point shooter. Gala down low. Innes, another junior, and they kick it back outside. Santillan takes from 3 and he's got it. He's their 3-point ace, averages 11 points per game on the season, and he opens up the scoring. 3-0 Prep, Trojan basketball. This is Beck over to Howard. Howard working right wing, trying to find Jeffress. Cutter in the middle, he's double teamed. Thinks about it, spins around, looks for the kick out man. This is Jonah Bach, left wing. Fakes a pass now, cross court. Jackson Howard one-on-one with Gala. Down low to Bach for a long 3. Shot well off the mark and picked up by Pickens. Pickens goes strong to Euro step, falls as he walks right around Max Paris. 5-0 Ramblers run here to open the first quarter. Trojans scoreless in the first 2 minutes. Here's a pass down low. Jeffress, he avoids 2 men. He goes off the back of the rim, gets his own rebound, goes up strong again, and then a foul committed by Michael Lucarati. Jeffress going to go to the line for 2. the leading free throw shooter on the season, hitting over 80%. And a chance to open up the scoring for the Trojans from the line. Knocks the first one down. And that'll quiet things down here at Joanne Mullen. Steps to the line for number 2. Up and away, and it falls. He's 2 for 2 from the line. Trojans down by 3, 5-2, 6.5 to go in the first. This is Pickens working against Beck. Back to Pickens, left wing, and he'll get the switch. This is on to Howard. Steps out, now goes left side. Kick out, Gala. Thought about it. Now up to Lucarati. Lucarati, kick out, Santillan. Another shot from 3 and buries this one from the right side this time. He's 2 for 2 from beyond the arch. And they extend the lead now to 6. 8-2 with 6 minutes to play in the first. Here's a shot, Howard, left corner, in and out, and another rebound. Innes. This is Pickens. Innes, his shot from 3. A little short, and rebound goes to Jeffress. Back and forth, pretty fast-paced first quarter thus far. He steps out, passes cross court, now back on the low right side. Loops around, takes a big step, goes off the backboard, knocks one down. Mason Beck, his first points of the night. And that'll be nice to get the junior point guard going. 8-4 now, Prep in control from the beginning. 5 minutes to play first quarter. This is Lucarati, he'll try, he check, and he buries one in the face of Jeffress. 11-4. Prep is hot from outside. 3 of 4 from beyond the arc to open things up. Howard, Jeffress spins around, thought about it, kick out Beck, now Paris, now Howard, and he'll slow things down. Beck with the pair, working against Pickens, goes behind the back, spins around, turnaround jump shot, off the mark at a rebound, Gala. It's Pickens to bring it up the court. He moves right side against Beck. Under and out, this is Innes from the corner, his shot no good, rebound, put back too strong, and rebound now Howard. This is Trojan basketball. A bit of a traffic there, and then going to the ground is Jonah Bach. He'll lose the basketball, no whistle, and a turnover at midcourt. This is Howard. Stole that one out of the air. Cross court, Paris with a shot from 3. Too strong and a rebound, Santillan. 4-13, Prep still out in front. They've led right out of the gate, 11-4. Hot shooting from range. This is Gala working against Howard. Back to Pickens. He's had the ball in his hand most of this first quarter as we move under the midway point in the first. Pickens, left side to Santillan. Here's a 3 in the face of Bach, and it's off the mark, but a rebound, Gala. He shoots. His putback off the backboard, off in front of the iron, and rattles home. And they extend the lead now to 9. Not a hot start for the Trojans, but they're a good second half team. Let's see if they can turn something on here in the latter stages of the first. Here's Jeffress with a nice move. He goes off glass and he knocks down 2 more. That's 4 for Jeffress, 13-6 now, Ramblers in control. Here's Pickens. Still no breaks here in the first quarter. The same 5 on the floor for either team. And here's a pass that's tipped away by Howard and Gala in the backcourt. And a whistle. This will be Jaden Jefferson entering the game. Now, he walked around here prior to the game with that walking boot on. Kind of gave everyone, including myself, the impression that he was out for tonight, and then all of a sudden, he's out in the layup line. So maybe a little gamesmanship by Jefferson, whether he knew it or not, but he enters the game for the first time. He missed last weekend against Peters Township. And here he is, ball at the top of the key, working against Gala, moves right side, now outside to Beck. Back to Jefferson, thought about it, now goes left and will elevate. Long 2, rattles home for Jaden Jefferson, his first points in almost 2 weeks. 13-8, the lead is down to 5 with 2:49 to play in the first. Here's Pickens, dancing, moves it down low to Gallo. He gets a hard shoulder, no whistle, and Gallo can finish as Beck wanted the charge. 15-8, the lead back to 7. And they hand it off to Jeffress to bring it up court. 2:32 to play first quarter. Here's Jeffress behind the back, little stutter step, moved outside to Jefferson, who will slow it down. Great defense by Lucarati. working against Jeffress. Here's Jefferson with another long two. This one can't rattle home. Here's Paris with a rebound and a putback. And a strong move in the paint. 15-10 now as Paris gets his first pair. 2:08, OC standing right next to the referee. Here's Gala, runner, not strong enough, gets his own rebound, almost a block, and then too strong is Liam Gala, who gets it to go against Jefferson. 17-10, still no breaks in the last couple of minutes. Here's Jeffress to Jefferson, dribble drive, baseline, and they're going to say he got him against the... Oh, no, he didn't go out of bounds. He got him on the low floor. Drew the charge. Good job, Gala. And that's going to be Jefferson's first, team second with 1:47. It'll be Cathedral Prep ball. They lead it by 7. Jaheim Howard in the game now, who replaced Will Ennis. And Vince Pisano into the game as well for the Trojans. He'll replace Paris. This is Pickens. Pick and roll. Working against Jefferson. Now left side. Handoff Gala. Up and under. And a whistle as he comes up. And so this will be Gala going to the line. That's going to be the first against Jeffress. Team third. They lead it by 7. 17-10 with 1:32 to play in the first. This is Gala at the line as the mob comes alive. Rattles the first one home, and it's an 8-point lead. As Gala lines up for the second. 6'4" junior knocks down a pair and has the biggest lead of the night. 9 points. It's 19-10. Trojans find themselves down. Pass goes into Jefferson, and he'll begrudgingly take it up court. Now hands it off to Beck, working against Pickens. 1:23 to play first quarter. Here's Jefferson. Down low to Jeffress, who collects it before it goes out of bounds. Blocked at the rim, ball going out of bounds. And it'll be McDowell basketball as some pleasantries exchanged along the baseline. Letting them play here in the early goings. Here's the inbounds pass. It's Pisano with the ball on the right wing. 1:10. Here's Jefferson working against Gala. Elevates. And a little bit too short. Howard came up with the rebound. Here's Gala. Steps into one from 3. Nope, he's going to travel. Taking a walk across Cherry Street, and it'll be McDowell basketball. 19-10, 59.6 short on the game clock. Still first quarter. Pisano in the back, and he's got one-on-one. This is Pickens. 54 seconds as he crosses midcourt. Now over to Bach. Here's Pisano against Howard. Now Jefferson. They try to free up Jeffress with a shot from 3. Too strong, and a rebound goes Santillan. And Pickens will slow it up at 38 seconds. And Mason Beck will give him plenty of space. 28 seconds, and Pickens taking his time. They lead by 9. 19-10 here in the first quarter in the first meeting of this season between Cathedral Prep and McDowell. 15 seconds, and now he'll walk toward the basket. Gala. This is Luca Roddy working against Jeffress. Now back to Santillan. Into Gala. 5 seconds. Pickens turns the quarter, elevates the runner, too strong, and nobody can control it before the clock, and that'll do it for the first quarter. 19-10, Prep all over the Trojans early in this one. Ready to tip things off here in the second quarter. 19-10 our score after one. Jeffress with 4 points to lead the Trojans. It was a concerted effort, but Quentin Santillan was certainly the man with the hot hand for Cathedral Prep in that first quarter, burying 2 of 3 shots from downtown. So it'll be Pisano, Paris, Jeffress, Beck, and Jefferson. The 5 to start the second quarter for the Trojans. This is Pickens, along with Gallo, Lucarati, Howard, and Santillan for the Ramblers. Howard left, now Lucarati thought about it, working against Jeffress. Now moves it right to Pickens at 7:44. Dribble, drive, elevate, goes off glass, too strong, and a rebound, Jeffress. He works his way up the court with 1 foul. 3 team fouls, steps back out, thought about it, now kicks it out to Pisano. Jefferson, right wing, working against Howard, size advantage, turn around, elevates, and his shot falls as he falls to the ground. 19-12, Jefferson with a nice showing. 7-17, the lead is 7 for the Ramblers, who have the basketball. This is Santillan working against Beck. Handoff Perkins in the right wing. And now a little bit of a handsy call against Beck. Team 4th. That's his first. 7:05 to play second quarter. Gallant inbound to Perkins. Perkins working against Beck. Handoff Santillan. And now to Gala, working against Jefferson. And he'll drive. Turn around, nice move, under and up. And can't get it to go, too strong, and a rebound, Jeffress. Going the other way, working against Lucarati. Long 2, can't get this one to go, and a rebound, Santillan. Jeffress trying to warm up that jump shot. Here's Lucarati, dribble, drive, too strong. Almost got his own rebound, but it's Jefferson who gets the tip. And he'll bring it up. 6.5. Now Pisano working against Santillan. Moves it outside to Jeffress. Thought about it. Working against Lucarati. Left elbow. Cross court. Beck. Good look. And drills it. Mason Beck with 5, including his first from beyond the arc, and the Trojans within 4. 19-15 now. 2 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Santillan. Lucarati. Good look. And let it go. Here's Gala working against Jefferson. And now Pickens, who got the pick. Now Gala, here's the matchup. Lucarati outside, goes to Gala down low. He spins around, he goes behind. And the behind the back look is no good. Here's Jeffress. Moves it right side, Pisano gets the switch with Jefferson. Jefferson now goes right elbow, working against Gala. Moves it out to Paris. Now Beck against Pickens. And here is Jefferson, who calls the play at 5:19. 19-15. All 5 in this quarter scored by the Trojans, 3 minutes in. Here's Santillan working on Pisano. Jefferson, dribble, drive, left side against Gala, falling away, and a block that goes out of bounds. But a nice play by Gala on the reach. And a couple of subs in for the Trojans. It's Bach and Hauer for Beck and Pisano. So a little bit more size on the court, and Cathedral Prep opts to call a timeout. 5:02 to play second quarter. 19-15 our score. Ramblers on top. Out of the timeout, it's Trojan basketball. Again, just coming back from that big block by Liam Galla on Jaden Jefferson. And he'll get the big man in the corner once again. Inbound pass goes to Jonah Bach. Now over to Jefferson. Big look from three. Looks like he'll turn it down. Galla giving him plenty of space. 4:53 to play first half. Tries to go baseline. Now inside Paris with the runner, and he gets it to go. Max Paris with the left hand, and the Trojans are within 2. This is Pickens to bring it up the court, working against Jefferson. Now to Howard, working against Paris. Galla, Santillan goes the other way. The runner, too strong, and a rebound Jeffress. He'll bring it up. 2 steps, and lays one in. A big 2 steps for Jeffress, and he gets his easiest bucket of the night. 6 points, and he ties it up at 19. 9-0 run for the Trojans here in the second. Pickens trying to cut into that. He loads from 3. He's off the mark, and a rebound Jeffress. Jefferson wide open up court, and Jeffress opts to slow it down. Working against Luca Roddy. Now makes the switch, turnaround, long 2. On a line, no good, rebound Howard. Flips it down low, Parrish, who goes baseline. His shot blocked Galla. He gets it back. He turns around in the paint, and a foul called. Could have been Santillan, could have been Howard. We'll see who they call it on here. I believe they said Howard. Team second, his first, and this will send Max Paris to the line with an opportunity to give the Trojans their first lead of the night. Paris buries the first, and there's the first lead. 20-19, 3:40 to play here in the second. Jaheim Howard's going to come out. Nick Eddy, a 6'3" forward, senior, enters the game for the first time. 1-point lead. And it remains a 1-point lead, but Jefferson gets the rebound. Goes to the middle, loses the handle, turnaround jumper, off the mark. Gets his own rebound, now down to Howard, turnaround, jumper's good. And Howard makes it a 3-point possession, and another timeout called. 3:30 to play, McDowell now up 22-19 at Joanne Mullen. All right, coming out of the timeout. Prep's second of the half, 3:30 to play here in the second quarter. Trojans with their first lead of the night, 22-19, coming off a 3-point possession, a couple of offensive rebounds, and hard work by Jackson Howard. He remains on the floor with Paris, Jeffress, Jefferson, and Jonah Bach. It's Pickens, Luca Roddy, Galla, Eddy, and Santillan, the 5 on the floor for the Ramblers. This is Luca Roddy on the left side. Moves it up to the left wing in Pickens. Pickens waits for Eddy. 1 dribble, back to Pickens. Under 3 minutes. This is Pickens guarded by Jefferson, gets the switch. Pickens brings it out, now kicks right side, Eddy. Pickens again, 2:50. Guarded by Bach, cross court, Luca Roddy. Down low, Eddy off his feet, collects it. And a foul right in front of the McDowell mob. They do not like the call. This will be another one against Max Paris. His second of the game, team 5th. And it bails out Prep for the moment. And here comes Skylar Carr to replace Paris, who's had a number of nice minutes already in this first half. 2:44, Gallagher inbound right in front of the McDowell mob, and he does so to Pickens. Pickens guarded by Jeffress, who they bring to the top of the key. He moves it left to Lucarati. And now goes to Eddie. Back to Pickens, down low to Lucarati, working against Hauer. His shot too strong, and a rebound eventually still on the floor, and a jump ball called. Possession arrow favors McDowell. Boy, that ball's on the floor for a while. Fortunate nobody gets hurt at the bottom of those piles. And they'll call for a towel. There's a couple of bodies landed on the floor. 2:23 to play first half. Liam Gallagher, your leading scorer, he's got 8 for the Ramblers. Jeffress with 6, and Mason Beck with 5 for the Trojans. It's a McDowell lead, 22-19. They've scored all 12 of the points this second quarter. McDowell basketball, and they move it in to Jaden Jefferson. Coming off that left ankle injury, he's looked pretty good so far tonight. He goes low, he goes off glass. It's too strong, it goes out of bounds, but they're going to say, oh, last touch by Prep, right in front of the Cathedral Prep mob, or student section. And this will be Skylar Carr to inbound. Carr looking at Pickens. Nowhere to go behind him. Now into Bach. Double team. Looking for somewhere to go with it. Finds Jefferson along the baseline. Jefferson finds a little space and a push by Lucarati away from the ball on Jeffress. It'll be the third team foul and the second by Lucarati. I'm sorry, his first. And he's still contesting the call. 2:01 to play second quarter. Trojans with the ball on the offensive end. Way out to Skylar Carr. And this is Jefferson who controls it. To Jackson Howard. Finds the middle wide open. And Howard on the charge, drawn by Nick Eddy. So he takes the big shoulder of Jackson Howard and tumbles to the floor. And it prevents a 2-point bucket by Howard. Still 22-19, under 2 to play in the first half. Pickens moves it up. And looks like Carr will meet him. 141. Moves it down to Gala. Now the left side, Lucarati. Pickens, a good look from 3. And this one's off the mark. Rebound, Lucarati goes off glass, and this one finds its way in. The first points for Prep this quarter. It's 22-21 with 1:21. Here's Jeffress to bring it up for the Trojans. He's got 6 points. He moves it on the left wing against Lucarati, who's done a fantastic job guarding him tonight. He slips, ball on the floor, and they're going to say timeout taken by OC just before that jump ball. And a good thing, too, the possession arrow would have favored. Oh, no, they didn't get it. So they didn't get the timeout, and they'll clean up the floor in the area where Jeffress slipped. But it'll be Cathedral Prep ball with 1:06, down by 1. Been a good game so far. As the crowd on hand, a sold-out crowd would certainly hope for and expect. This is Pickens as we go under a minute. Hand off Santillan. Had the hot hand in the first quarter. He drives baseline against Bach. His shot short, and a rebound by Jeffress eventually at 47 seconds. He moves it up. Jaden Jefferson one-on-one with Gala. He'll elevate, and the soft touch shot will fall. Jaden Jefferson, give him 2 more with 33 seconds. The lead back to 3. 24-21 now. Pickens calls out the play with 27. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, and Pickens near midcourt. 20 seconds now. OC calling out the defense. Pickens will back it up as he listens to Coach Pietrovich. First-year man here at Cathedral Prep. 10 seconds, and now Pickens calls for the screen. Santillan back to Perkins at 5 seconds. Gets the screen, moves right side, finds a wide-open cutter at the buzzer. No good. Rebound Jefferson. They'll go to the half with the Trojans leading 24-21. And the McDowell mob explodes. A 14-point second quarter as they held the Ramblers to 2 points before half. We'll be back with the second half here at Joanne Mullen after half. All right, we're back to start the second half. It'll be Trojan basketball as they're in control of things through the first 2 quarters. 24-21 as we start the third frame. This is Beck working against Pickens, along with Paris, Jeffress, Jefferson, Bach, and Beck. Here's a shot by Bach that's off the mark, and a rebound goes Prep. This is Pickens to bring it up. First offensive possession of the second half. Luke Roddy had a banner day defensively, but hasn't done much offensively. He came in as the leading scorer. Let's see what he does in the second half. Here's a handoff. Pickens averaging 11 a game. They work it down low to Gala against Paris. He goes around. They kick it outside. Here's Luke Roddy for 3. Shot not strong enough, and a rebound. Jeffress. Stop me when you've heard this before. Thinks about going coast to coast. Stop and block from the line. Shot is short, and a rebound. Gala. Here's Pickens. Innes. And Innes drives the baseline and gets 2 points closer. They're within 1. 24-23. Jaden Jefferson with the ball for the Trojans as they lead it by 1. 6:52 to play in the third. Thought about the 3 working against Gala. Here's Beck. Harris thought about it working against Innes. Now back to Jefferson. He gets the double team, almost lost it. And now finds Jeffress, who took it away from Paris. Jeffress working against Luca Roddy, and he wants a one-on-one. He backs out. Here's a switch with Jefferson at 6:28. Turn around, shoulder, no whistle, shot short, and a rebound Pickens. Looking for some contact there, and they will get none. Here's Gala, took it off the floor, and Gala's got 2 more. And he has the lead for the Trojans. For Prep, rather, and then Jefferson goes up strong. Whistle blown, and he comes down hard, and Innes goes to the ground. Prep crowd irate with the lack of whistle on Jefferson, but the whistle had blown. So the foul went against Jefferson, but it was actually before that vicious takedown. First team foul, and Jefferson second of the second half. No points on that possession, and they still trail by 1. So it's Prep 25, McDowell 24, and it's Innes with the basketball. There's Luca Roddy out to Gala, guarded by Jefferson. A lot of the same 5 we've seen in tonight on both sides. Pickens working against Jefferson, goes high down low to Gala, falling away, shot too short, and it's picked up by the Trojans. Jefferson slows it down and then crosses midcourt, working against Pickens. Goes behind the back, nice pass, finds a wide open Paris, who puts it in for 2. McDowell back on top by a point, 26-25, and here's Pickens. Trying to trade buckets here with the Trojans, moves it out to Gala, guarded closely by Jefferson. He goes around him, and the short little runner, and he'll be called for a foul as Jeffress goes up for the rebound. A little too strong into his chest, team first and Gala's second. He with 5:18 to play in the third. McDowell basketball with a lead, 26-25, as Jeffress calls for the switch, and it'll be Beck who takes it up the court. He works his way right side against Pickens, and now to the middle to Jeffress. Now over to Bach, and this is Jefferson against Gala. Elevates, mid-range 2-point game, not there right now. Here's Paris with a strong rebound and putback. Paris will not be denied in the paint. He's got the Trojans back up by 3, 28-25 now. Here's Pickens, right elbow, and he'll pull it back out against Beck. Rounding, now to Luca Roddy, who gets the switch. 4:44 in the third. Ramblers trail by 3. Luca Roddy, dribble, drive, and gets one to go. and gets it back within 1. Lucarati with 7 now. 4.5 to play in the third. Paris, the leading scorer, at 9 points for the Trojans. Here's Jefferson. Moves it to the right side. Paris working against Innes. They're looking down low to Jeffress. Turns around, through contact, no whistle, loses the ball, turnover, Rambler ball. 3-on-1, Pickens stops outside. Santillan, the shot is short, and a rebound, Jeffress. And we've got a push against Paris. The third whistle against him tonight. Lucarati goes flying out of bounds and the whistle flies. 28-27, Paris picks up his third and he'll immediately get replaced by Jackson Howard. 4:01 to play third quarter. Trojans with a 1-point lead. That was the team's second foul. Here's Jeffress, gets the tip. Collects it along the sideline, kicks it to himself, 2-on-1, no whistle, out of bounds, but it remains Trojan basketball. A lot of contact. OC and Jeffress not happy with the lack of whistle, but it will be Trojan basketball along the baseline. 3:55, and McDowell leads by 1. Low scoring game. They double Jeffress, and it goes into Bach. Here's Beck. 1-on-1 with Pickens. Now Howard, dribble, drive, Jefferson thought about it, gets Gala to step, he goes top, he gets the bucket, no he doesn't. Shot doesn't fall, but he gets the foul, and Jefferson will go to the line. Second foul by Jaheim Howard. Team second, and this is Jefferson at the line shooting 2. They lead by 1, chance to go up by 3. Howard, Pickens, Lucarati, Santillan, and Gala are the 5 on the floor for the Ramblers. Jefferson misses the first. Beck, Bach, Jefferson, and Howard, the 5 on the floor for the Trojans. Missed the first, looking at number 2. This one to roll in, now a 2-point advantage for the Trojans. Pickens will bring it up court. Steps back, got the crowd to go ooh as he passes cross court to Lucarati, working against Jeffress, and they'll get a charge as Jeffress tumbles to the floor. Lucarati picks up his second, even more bewildered than the first. 29-27, 3 team fouls against Cathedral Prep, 2 against McDowell, and 3.5 to play into third. This is Beck to bring it up court. He'll cross the mid-stripe, work it against Pickens. Hands it off Jeffress. 1-on-1 on the right side against Gala. Now moves it out. Bach thought about it. Gets around the corner and then held by Santillan, who's going to be whistled for the foul. .3:16 to play in the third quarter. An inbounds pass coming. That goes to Beck. Beck working against Pickens. Now Howard top of the key. Around to Bach. Down low Jefferson. And Jeffress runs the clear out. 1-on-1. Jaden Jefferson lowers the shoulder. Howard comes around, no wrap. They hit it down low to Howard. And Howard goes glass for 2 more. They're calling for a lot of contact. No whistle down there, but Howard gets the 2 anyway. Here's a pass cross court, tipped out of bounds by Jeffress. It'll remain Cathedral Bet basketball. Trojans lead it 31-27. 2:47 to play in the third. Here's the inbounds pass. Gala to Santillan. Moves right. Now this is Lucarati working against Bach outside. Howard, Santillan, his shot from 3. Well short. And the last touched by Cathedral Prep. It looks like Jeffress fell there, looking to get out of the way of the basketball, so he didn't touch it. And he tumbles to the turf. Got up a little slow and then complains about a wet spot on the floor. They'll clean it up, but it sure has been slick out there tonight. We've seen a number of players from both sides lose their footing throughout the course of this one. Looks like they've got it cleaned up for now. It'll be Trojan basketball. 31-27, 2:37 to play in the third. Howard to inbound. And it's Jefferson right away. The Prep defense retreats, and it'll be Jefferson all alone on the far side. Slowly bringing it up, now moves to the center. Steps back, pass left. Howard working against Howard. And a switch with Bach. Here's Jefferson. Elevates, right elbow. Finds the mid-range game. 2 more for Jaden Jefferson, the lead to 6 points. Here's Pickens, picking his way through the D. And a whistle before it's swatted out of bounds by Jeffress, but the foul's going to be against Mason Beck. His second, team third. And this will send Alfonso Pickens, the 6'1 senior guard, to the line for 2. 2:04 to play into third. First shot on its way and good. Now a 5-point lead for McDowell. Pisano enters the game. He'll replace Bach. Pickens 2 for 2 from the line. He's got it within 4. 33-29 Trojan basketball. And here's Jeffress. And Lucarati will wait for him at midcourt. Jeffress moves right side into the corner. Tries to get the switch. Spin move. Up and under. And Jeffress with a statement of his own, working against Michael Lucarati. Here's a cross up-court pass, and Jaheim Howard goes underneath on a backhand for 2 for the Ramblers. 35-31, the team's trading buckets. Here's some one-on-one. Jeffress, stop, pop from the foul line, and this one drops, and the mob explodes. Jeffress sending a message now in the third. 37-31, a minute 16. Pickens, outside kickball. Last touch by Jefferson. Stops the clock at a minute 14, and Skylar Carr will come into play some defense. He replaces Mason Beck. Pass right away goes into Alfonso Pickens. The senior working against junior Skylar Carr. Now to Galla, now to almost Lucarati, but almost got it picked away. Now they go to Jaheim Howard. Howard gets the switch now against Jefferson, backs it out. Lucarati, left side working against Jeffress. 57 seconds. Lucarati, drive, uses the elbow. Shot tipped, it looked like it was as it was in the air, and a rebound goes to Jefferson. And Coach O.C. adamant that they slow it down with 44 seconds. As they wait for the last shot, it's Jeffress crossing midcourt, and he's met by Lucarati. 36 seconds. It's a 6-point lead for McDowell. 37-31. Starts left, goes right. Ball high in the air. Can't get it to go. Rebound. Jefferson lost the ball on the ground, and it's still loose, and eventually picked up by Pickens. 23 seconds. Jefferson in the way. Ball still loose, and Pickens finally comes away with it at 18 seconds and crosses the midcourt line. He'll be met by Skylar Carr a third of the way. Galla beyond the 3-point line, guarded by Jefferson. 7 seconds. Now moves right wing, dribble, drive, steps out, 2 seconds, down low. Galla got to shoot it, turns around and can't get a shot off. It would have been good, but didn't get it off in time. 37-31 as we move to the fourth. Trojans controlled the third quarter as they did the second, and we go to one final quarter here at Joanne Mullen. To the fourth quarter we go. Trojans and Ramblers, their first meeting this year. 37-31, Trojans with the lead, but the Ramblers with the basketball. It'll be Gala, Pickens, Howard, Lucarati, and Santillan, the 5 on the floor for the Ramblers. Jeffress, Jefferson, Howard, Carr, and Jonah Bach, the 5 for the Trojans. This is Pickens with control. Nice pass down low, but it goes off the hands of Jaheim Howard and out of bounds. This will be Trojan basketball. Jeffress and Gala, the leading scorers in this one, each with 10 points. As we'll see if the respective captains can take control of this game here in the fourth. Here's Jefferson, way out on the west wing, or left wing rather, guarded by Gala. He goes cross court to Howard, short side. Now looking for Jeffress against Lucarati. Jefferson thinking about 3, now moves right, goes right elbow, kicks it out. Howard lost it. Pickens with the handle. Uses the hand, gets some space, and he's going to go coast to coast, but the shot too strong, and a rebound Carr. No, take it away. Jaheim Howard with the quick hands. And Pickens with it, and they'll slow it down at 7:07. No points scored here in the fourth, but we've had a few turnovers. Here's Pickens, right side. Thought about it. Santillan elevates from the top, and he knocks one down. He's had no points in the first quarter, and the Prep Ramblers needed that. 37-34, he cuts the lead by half, and now it's 3. Jeffress, left side, elevates, goes off glass, too strong, in and out, and a rebound Pickens. Pickens working against Jeffress, now moves right, now Gala. He pushes it left side. Howard goes over to the top to Lucarati, avoids the swipe, but the shot is missed, and a rebound Jefferson. Lucarati a little too strong, and he knows he missed one there. 6:20 as Jefferson crosses the mid-stripe, met by Gala. This is Bach in the left lower corner, and now Howard at the top. Jeffress, left elbow, almost swatted away, and now Jefferson, right wing, spins his way down, looks across to Howard, one dribble, spin, shot, good! Jackson Howard, 2 more for the Trojans in the lead, back to 5. Under 6, it's Gallo with the ball, now to Lucarati. On the left side, pass almost swatted away, but Jaheim Howard with a little up and under, can't get it to go. Carr with the rebound, Trojan basketball. Long up court pass, Howard, and he gets it to go. Prep wanted a charge, and we'll get a timeout instead. 2 points, Jackson Howard, 41-34, and the 7-point lead for the Trojans as Prep calls their 3rd team timeout. 5.5 to play, 4th quarter. Cathedral Prep basketball after an interesting timeout exchange, both between the coaches, the referees, and the student sections. 41-34, Lucarati controls for the Ramblers. Takes it back out and passes off to Santillan. Just had a 3 a couple of moments ago. Let's see if he wants to try his hand. Lucarati, left wing. Now crosses. Now right elbow kick out. Jaheim Howard working against Jackson Howard. Lucarati, Jeffress, left side, spin, lower. Ball is on the floor, still on the floor, still on the floor, still on the floor, and a whistle. They're going to say out of bounds. Bach had possession, but his feet touched the out of bounds stripe, so it'll be Rambler basketball underneath the net. That ball's on the ground for a long time there. Fortunately, no fouls called. 41-34, Rambler control. Here's Santillan, right wing, now to Gala, met by Jefferson. Pickens a shot from 3. Shot short, rebound, Jeffress. He's been sensational on the defensive glass tonight. Double figures, both rebounds and scoring. And he waits for Lucarati. at midcourt. Dribble, drive, elevate, stop, pop, and find the bottom of the hole. Jeffress showing off all the moves here in the fourth. And another timeout taken. 43-34. Trojans by 9. Here we go, back to action here in the fourth. 4:25 to play. McDowell with the lead. Prep with the basketball. 43-34. Gala, Pickens, Lucarati, Howard, and Santillan, the 5 on the floor for the Ramblers. Jeffress, Jefferson, Beck, Bach, and Hauer, the 5 on the floor for the Trojans. This is Gala handing off Santillan. Now Pickens, left wing. He moves to the center. They get the switch. Here's Lucarati for 3. In and out, and a rebound by the 6'6" Jaden Jefferson. Had to go all the way up for that one. As we roll under 4 minutes to play. 4 of the 5 Ramblers on the floor have played every minute of this game. Here's Hauer working against Pickens. Now Beck moves to the top of the key and spun around. And the ball saved by Jeffress. Oh my goodness. Ball on the floor, saved again by Jeffress, who kicks it out to Jefferson as they slow things down. Boy, a lot of hand checking back and forth in this one, and the referee's letting them play. You got to appreciate that, both sides. 7 total fouls this half. This is Howard, 3:21 to play here in the fourth. Jeffress with control, working against Lucarati, who's done a sensational job on defense tonight. Jeffress with 12 points. He came in averaging 27. He'll dribble, drive, and get stripped. Almost got it back, but Lucarati comes up with it. This is Pickens who brings it up. Drives left side, will stop, elevate, and the shot a little too soft. And a rebound, Jeffress. Quickly up court to Jefferson on the left side. Goes between the legs, lost the handle, and it's going the other way. Jaheim Howard, 2-on-1. Lucarati left side, and they'll get a charge again. Jeffress draws another, and Lucarati picks up his 3rd. These hits got to start wearing on a guy after a while. Jeffress has taken a few tonight. 2:43 to play in the fourth. Trojans with a 9-point lead and the basketball. And the Prep Ramblers now with 5 team fouls, 3 of which by Lucarati. He came in averaging 13.5. He's got 7 on the night. As we have another stoppage for spill cleanup. Pardon me. Crowd getting a little anxious now. Referees making sure all their T's are crossed and the I's are dotted here in the late goings of the fourth here at Joanne Mullen. And a full timeout taken here. I believe it was by McDowell. 2:43 to play, 43-34, Trojans with the lead. We're back for the final 2:43 of this one. 43-34 our score. Prep led early. It was back and forth for a while, but McDowell has had a steady lead for about 2 quarters. Prep has got it as close as 1. Here's Paris with the basketball. He's got 3 fouls. We haven't seen him yet this half until now. Here's Beck working by Pickens. Out to Jeffress. And a lot of energy now by these Cathedral Prep Ramblers. We wonder how quickly they'll run out of gas. Galla gets in the lane. He hurts his knee. He goes down. He steps in the way of a pass. Lucarati has the ball, and Galla is down, grabbing at his right knee. He stepped in the lane of a pass, flipped it up to Pickens, who went up court in a hurry. Everyone left, and Galla went down. You got to think it was non-contact, but boy, he goes down quickly, and the training staff rightfully out there for him as the crowd falls silent. We're at 2:13 here to play in the fourth, and he would be an unbelievable loss. Again, he's played every minute of this one thus far for the Ramblers. And it's good to see him on his feet, hopefully just shaken up momentarily. Now he'll have to exit the game for at least a shift, but he's one guy you hope to see back. He has been terrific, both offensively and defensively, for Cathedral Prep, a 3-year starter. Trojans with 4 timeouts left. Prep with 2. The score is still 43-34. It'll be Cathedral Prep basketball, who controlled prior to the injury. And making his way back onto the court is number 11, Will Innes, the 6'1" junior guard who started this game. Howard into Pickens. And he'll find Lucarati right away. Pickens, far side. And across the Santillan, worked closely by Jonah Bach. Almost loses the handle, now moves out. Innes bobbled it for a second, and Jefferson able to recover. He goes backward, Howard is there. They try to get inside with Lucarati. He's denied, now back outside. This is Howard. 3-point shot is short, and a rebound, Jaden Jefferson. A lot of good ball movement, just no points on that possession. It remains a 9-point game. Almost stolen away from Jeffress, but he gets the pass off and pulled up by Jefferson. And a timeout taken by Coach O.C. as Jefferson almost lost the handle on the far sideline. 1:30 to play. No points in the last 2 minutes. 43-34 McDowell. McDowell's second timeout. They have 3 left. Cathedral Prep with 2 timeouts remaining in this final minute 30. Beck, Bach, Harris, Hauer, and Jeffress, the 5 on the floor for the Trojans as they try to close this one out. 43-34 with a minute and a half, and they double up Jeffress, and a foul call. And that's going to go against Alfonso Pickens Jr., the senior guard. His first, team 6th. And that was their foul to give. And the Trojans will reset. Good to see Liam Galla back in the game, by the way. This is Mason Beck. Double team. Tries to go long to Howard, but the pass picked off by Pickens. And he goes quickly up court. Jaheim Howard gets the shove. They're going to call it a blocking foul. It was Beck, couldn't get the whistle. And this will send Jaheim Howard, senior guard, to the line. He'll shoot 2 with 1:11. 43-34. And another cleanup. Veteran reffing crew here tonight, taking care of this floor the best they can. Although it has been a little slick. So Jaheim Howard at the line shooting 2. It was a foul by Mason Beck, his 3rd, team 4th. Jaheim Howard with 2 points thus far in this game. Another quick wipe up, and here we go. He's true on the first. 43-35, and a couple of subs. Tavian Spencer and Quentin Santillan back in their game. They'll replace Eddie and Innes. As Howard's second free throw is good. 43-36, down to a 7-point game. Minute 10, plenty of time. Trojans looking to hold on. Got to score. Stifling defenses. Prep's going to get some fresh legs out there. Down low, Howard. They find Max Paris. A good cut, and Paris puts it up and in. Paris with 2 more in the lead, back to 9 at 52 seconds. Here's Pickens from 3, and he buries this one in a quick timeout. 45-39 with 49.3 on the clock. Alfonso Pickens trying to shoot his team back into this one. .49 seconds to play in the fourth. It's a 6-point ball game. It's McDowell basketball. They have the lead. It was Alfonso Pickens who just buried a 3 to bring it to 6. Here's Paris working against Galla, and a quick foul. Took 5 seconds. 44.7 showing on the game clock. That was their 7th team foul, so this will send Max Paris to the line for a 1-and-1. That was Liam Galla's 3rd, and as I said, team 7th. So Luca Ratti and Galla each with 3. Only a couple seconds left, but something to keep an eye on. Paris at the line. Buries the first and earns the second. Lead back to 7 now. Harris looking for the second half of the 1-and-1. Gets them both to go. The lead is 8, and he'll check out in favor of Jaden Jefferson. Another fine performance by Max Paris. Quality minutes every time he's in the game. Prep basketball, they move it right away to Pickens. And a quick foul by Jonah Bach. They've got a few to give. That's their 5th team. That took 3 seconds off the clock. Now 41.2. Bach's first, team 5th. Howard into Pickens, and he'll try to run for some open space. Far side, but met by Jefferson. Gala, and then back to Pickens for the screen. Pickens, right side, elevates again, same spot. This time the three doesn't go. And a rebound, Jonah Bach, but he stepped out of bounds. Luca Roddy on his back, and it'll be Cathedral Prep basketball. 28 seconds now, the lead is 8. Gala, Pickens, Luca Roddy, Howard, and Santillan on the floor. Pass is going to be picked off by Bach, and a foul right away by Quentin Santillan, the senior. Team 8, Santillan second, and that'll send Jonah Bach to the line, trying to ice this game. 26 and a half seconds, and I see a lot of coats going on in the crowd. And here comes the McDowell mob. Jonah Bach to the line, shooting 1 and 1. Buries the first. The lead is 9. That's Bach's first point of the evening. He sits on the edge for a bit, but falls good. He goes 2 for 2, and the lead is now 10. Luca Roddy to bring it up. Lost the handle in the face of Jeffress, and they'll get Jeffress with the foul. His second, team 6th. Took a couple of seconds. Now at 20.2, and Prep to inbound. That was their last foul to give. Howard into Pickens. Met immediately by Jeffress, top of the key. He'll move it right side. Gala from long range. Off the mark. Rebound Howard. And they get it back outside. Santillan falling away. His shot no good. And a rebound Jefferson, and a quick foul. Luca Roddy with 6.1. That's team foul number 9, and Jaden Jefferson will go to the line. McDowell mob on their feet, and the Prep student section clearing out with 6 seconds to play. Crowd erupts here late in the fourth. We've still got time on the clock. It's a 10-point lead for McDowell. Jaden Jefferson at the line, shooting 1 and 1. First shot on its way, and good. McDowell gets their 50. And some subs for Coach OC. Beck, Carr, Pisano replace Bach, Jefferson, Howard. Also into the game, Luke Wolf for the Trojans. Jaden misses his second, almost got his own rebound, but tipped it out of bounds. It took 1.2 seconds, so now 4.9 seconds remaining in the game. And Coach OC saying, get way back. Here's Luca Roddy. One final run. Shoots from 3. This one falls short, and that's your final from Joanne Mullen Gymnasium. 50-39. The Trojans win it on the road and take a 1-0 series lead against Cathedral Prep. Prep falls to 7-3. Trojans move to 10-1 on the season. They next play tomorrow night before they start a regular season schedule this upcoming Tuesday. 50-39 our final score. We thank you for listening. We'll be back tomorrow with more Trojan basketball. Have a great night.